What's up, everybody? It's your boy TGK here on TGKTV, and today we're going to talk about the upcoming Western Conference Finals between the Dallas Mavericks and the Golden State Warriors. So without further ado, let's get this preview started. But first things first, as a Mavs fan, the way I look at this playoff series is definitely this is Luka's opportunity to solidify himself as one of the best players in the league, to not only in his fourth year beat teams like the Utah Jazz, the Phoenix Suns, and also the Golden State Warriors, but to make it to the NBA Finals. I think that'd be an amazing feat considering how we viewed his the roster that has been around him the last couple of seasons. Second, this is also the Warriors' opportunity to finally return back to their glory days. They still have the same core of Klay, Steph, and Draymond, and there's an opportunity for them to return to the NBA Finals and solidify that they are one of the best trios that's ever existed in the NBA, which they already are. It's just, they're just adding to that legacy. But more specifically, and if you think a little bit deeper into this is also the Mavs' opportunity to, clean out some of these demons that they've had in the past. And this is their opportunity to get some revenge for what the Warriors did to the Mavericks in 2007. And I'm just speaking specifically as a Mavs fan. I know none of these players have any allegiance or any connection to those Mavs teams from 2007, but to be as embarrassed as we were in 2007 by the Warriors and all the Warriors fans and all the Warriors players and how we got punked in that series, I think there's an opportunity for us as fans to finally be able to be like, man, we even the slate now. Basically the situation is way more massive. This is an opportunity to go play for a championship, but not only that, this is also just one of those things like, if you could beat this Warriors team that's been, crowned as one of the best teams over the last 10 years, because they still have that core. This is just one of those opportunities for the Mavs to be able to be successful in. And if they can, man, it's just big. As a Mavs fan, this is big for the Warriors. This is just probably another playoff series for them, especially with all the success that they've had. Facing the Mavericks, this probably doesn't feel like some big of a daunting task for them versus when they played against the Rockets or when they played against the Portland Trail Blazers, even though they swept them back then. But this is definitely going to be one of those great series that I definitely see it coming down to either 6 games or 7 games. And I don't know, you got superstars, man. You got superstars in this series, and that's all you can ask for this deep into the playoffs. All right, let's talk about Luka Doncic's matchups versus the Warriors. Who on the Warriors team are they going to throw at Luka? They got Draymond, they got Wiggins, they got Steph, they got Klay, they got Poole, they got Looney, they got Kuminga. I don't know if Iguodala's going to play, but I definitely know they're not going to have Gary Payton Jr. or the second. I forgot. They're not going to have that guy due to that dirty foul that Brooks laid on that guy, unfortunately. So without him, which quote unquote probably would have been their best defender, now you got Wiggins and Klay that I feel are going to assume that role of taking on Luka, and then you'll have Draymond that's going to take on Luka as well. Honestly, to be completely honest, none of those guys can stop Luka. There's not even a thing where you could slow him down because he's already playing at his pace. You can't slow him down even more, and you can't speed him up. So none of these guys are going to be able to slow down Luka or are going to be able to affect him. And I just see that this is going to be a mismatch galore for the Mavericks. They're going to find the mismatches. You want to switch everything and give Steph on Luka. Luka's going to eat that up. You want to be able to have Klay follow Luka around. Luka's going to eat that up because of the sheer size. Same thing with Wiggins. The only thing where I see it could be a benefit to the Warriors is if they try to let Luka post up on Draymond, which Luka is smart enough. He'll probably give it a couple of times to see how that works, and if it's successful, he'll stick with it. If it's not, Luka's probably going to bring him out to that three-point line, and Luka could definitely dance on Draymond. I love Draymond to death, and I'm going to be looking forward to all of his post-game talks this upcoming series. That's going to be a lot of fun to listen to. But you will get in foul trouble trying to deal with Luka, and I think for the Warriors, for them, they just don't have a player that could best match up with Luka. And if you want to switch it and put Looney on them when you play 5 out, good luck. As a Mavs fan, good luck. I've been telling Suns fans and Utah Jazz fans that Luka is the greatest equalizer. No matter the situation, no matter the series, he is going to level the playing field, and it's going to come down to the supporting cast of both teams to be able to put whichever team over the top. And Luka Doncic is that guy. We need to start, everybody needs to start holding that guy in high regard, because I've been on that since he came into the league. Look at my YouTube track record. I've been on this. I don't like comparing Luka to Bird or anybody else. Luka is the first Luka, and Luka poses so many problems for anyone out there. And I just don't think the Warriors have a defensive player to match up on Luka to affect him in such a way that takes him out of the game or affects him and slows him down. There's nothing you could throw at Luka. You're going to have to try to stop the rest of the team. All right, the next thing is Curry. Curry's matchups. Curry, he's going to come off of a lot of picks and screens and be able to take shots, and he's going to manipulate and affect the defenses so much. There's so much movement on the Warriors. Clay's going to get open. Poole's going to get open. Draymond's going to be let open. And as far as matchups, I think Reggie Bullock had some good success against Curry the last time they played. And this was when they were coming off of like a 10, 12 game win streak. And there's a long time ago. It's the playoffs. None of that stuff matters. Being 3-1 against the Warriors during the regular season does not matter. This is the playoffs. And Steph Curry, one of the greatest shooters ever. Doesn't matter what part of the court he's on. He could pull up and make the shot from there. The people that you could throw at Curry, honestly, to me, that's going to be able to keep up with him with his speed and being able to dribble in the way, everything that he does, the attention he imposes. There's really no one on the Mavs that can stop him. So the idea for the Mavs is you're going to have to be able to make him as inefficient as possible. And I think the only players that could affect him, because of the sheer length that they have defensively from a wingspan perspective, is going to be Dorian Finney-Smith, Reggie Bullock, and Frank Ntilikina. I don't even know how to say his last name. But those are the only guys that I feel like it really gives Steph Curry some kind of a resistance. But there's really no one that's going to be able to give Steph Curry resistance. Klay Thompson still isn't the Klay Thompson of old that we've seen. And Jordan Poole has been playing really, really good this postseason. I don't know how he's played the last couple of games against Memphis. And the Warriors didn't really play that great against Memphis. They haven't played what we're accustomed to seeing the Warriors, and they won that series playing poorly. Like, that tells you how good they are. And the Mavericks need to definitely come in here and play so aggressive and put the pressure on them to be able to perform even better, because you cannot give the Warriors a chance, because once they get ahead, they are right there with the Suns in front running. They're a really good front running team, and those teams are very dangerous once they get ahead. You got to be able to keep it level, either stay above or stay right there within striking distance, because once they get ahead, it's damn near a wrap. It's a ball game, especially in the fourth quarter. So as far as Steph Curry's matchups, we really ain't got anyone that's going to slow him down or anything like that. But they're going to have to play team defense collectively to be able to make him inefficient. But that's a lot easier said than done. Now I just want to add a little caveat to this, because I saw a topic on ESPN like, who would you go to if you needed one possession, either Luka or Curry? The answer is Luka. I agree with JJ Redick. I understand Curry could create his own shot, but as far as what Luka could do with the ball and with whatever time he has, I feel like he sees everything a lot better. He has sheer size. He has the dribbles just as much as Curry does. He has all the capabilities and then some. It's like taking 1A, 1B. 1A is going to be Luka for me. And you give me anybody else other than Luka, I'll probably take Curry 9 times out of 10, depending on any other player in the league outside of Luka. But when it comes to Luka, yeah, he's gonna be the one guy I want with the ball in his hands with the final possession in the game. Give it to Luka. All right, let's talk about keys for the Mavs to win. The keys for the Mavs to win is Luka goes off, does his thing, exposes all the players on the Warriors, makes Steph Curry have to earn every single shot and have to defend Luka as much as possible, and just go after Curry like they did Paul. And defensively, they all need to play connected as one unit. That's the only thing. You have to play your ass off defensively. Luka punish the opposing players, and then the others, quote unquote, Dorian Finney-Smith, Bullock, Kleba, Brunson, Dinwiddie, they need to knock down shots. Bertans when he comes in, Frank when he comes in, he needs to play great defense. You need to understand that, again, like I've said, that Luka Doncic is the greatest equalizer in the NBA right now, and he makes any team on a same playing field. And as long as the other players on the team can give you some plus minutes when he's out, that can make the difference right there. The Warriors are the Warriors. You know they're gonna come. It's up to the Mavericks to be able to not only bring the aggression, bring the pressure, but also deliver when Luka is on the bench, and also deliver defensively, because you have to make Steph Curry as inefficient as possible. To me, it's getting the ball out of Draymond's hand early. Do not let him create. Do not let him find Steph or Clay. Get the ball out of Draymond's hand. Let someone else, handle the rock and create. But then also, you have to make sure you make Steph as inefficient as possible. I'm talking about, instead of shooting 35%, have him shoot 30% from three. You cannot let him be the greatest shooter of all time. You have to get in his face. You have to make it uncomfortable for him. Anybody else can go off. Do not let Curry go off. That's it. You don't let him go off. You have him have an inefficient 28-point game shooting at, 38%. I'll take that all day, every day. And I'm talking about 38% from the field. But again, that is a lot easier said than to do. But to me, that's a recipe for success for the Mavs. Get the ball to Draymond's hand. Do not let him run the offense. Do not let him find these players, and make Steph Curry take difficult shots. That's it. That's it. That's it. Keys for the Warriors to win is, I don't know. The Warriors are going to have to play their game. They're going to have to play the game, let Curry come off of these screens. Same thing with Clay, and pull these shots, shoot these shots, get ahead, front run, do your thing. This is what they do. They just have to keep that simple and play defense on Luka. They're probably going to have to double Luka. And if they double Luka, Luka's going to find the open player. And your thing is, you just want them to miss. It is one of those weird series that is going to come down to which star player is playing really good and is efficient, and if their role players are knocking down shots. That's what it's going to come down to. It's the simplest of game plans, right? I know Kid might come up with something, but for the Warriors to win, they just got to knock down their shots. And Steph Curry is going to have to create, and when he creates, instead of creating turnovers like he normally does in these high-pressure moments, Steph Curry is going to have pinpoint passes. He's going to have to find his teammates. He's going to have to be a point guard versus a shooting guard. That's the difference. That's the difference. Steph Curry's going to have to be a great facilitator, not a good one, because my thing is, you got to get the ball out of Draymond's hand, and I see Steph Curry having the ball a lot more. And from there, either he's going to have to force shots up, or he's going to have to find shots for his other teammates. And I would take my chances with that, because I've seen him in big pressure moments where he turns the ball over in crucial moments. And again, for the Mavs, that's what you want. For the Warriors, you want Curry to be very efficient, not only with shooting, but with passing and facilitating. That's the key for them. 3, 2, 1. And last but not least, my prediction. My prediction of this series is going to be the Mavs in 6. I had to think about this, because I felt like the Suns would get us in 7, but I felt like we would get the Suns in 6. This is a little different. I know no one's going to pick us. I know no one's going to think that we got a shot, because no one outside of Dallas watches Mavs basketball, right? So everyone else is aware of the Warriors, and they're aware of what they bring to the table. So definitely the Mavs should be the underdog. But my thing is, I just don't see how they could stop Luka. And if you can't stop Luka, you're going to double him. And once you start doubling him, he's going to find his teammates. And his teammates are going to knock these shots down. They've proven it these last 2 series. And when they do that, they are an extremely difficult team to beat, especially when the defense is locking down like they've locked down. They have all the capabilities to beat the Warriors, and I definitely see the Mavs being able to do that. You're going against one of the greatest trios of all time. Dre, Clay, and Steph. We're not taking anything away from them. One of the greatest trios of all time. One of the greatest teams of all time in the last decade. But they're not that same team. They have different players. They have Poole, Wiggins, Kuminga, right? They got different players. The thing is, Luka has to put his team above them. And this is an opportunity for Luka to solidify his legacy as far as being one of the best players in the league. And for me, looking at both teams, seeing what Brunson brings to the table, seeing how Dinwiddie has found a stroke, seeing how the defense has been playing against the Suns and how they're rolling that momentum into the Warrior series, I see the Mavs being able to steal game 1. And then I see the Mavs being able to protect home, which would thus result in a Mavs in game 6 scenario, and thus getting revenge for 07 personally, and thus seeing the Mavs return to the NBA Finals, bro. The NBA Finals, man. That's my take, guys. But I definitely see the Warriors being able to win this in 6 or 7 as well. But for me, I just see Luka is on a roll. Luka is on a tear. and I see them winning in 6. That's definitely my prediction there. Again, I got none but respect for the Warriors because that organization knows how to win championships. I don't even want to talk shit to them because they can talk all the shit back because they can talk their shit. So there's nothing for winning organizations to say to each other than the whole ESPN debates that you're going to get with Luka versus Curry. You pick your poison. Either one of the two you're going to want on your team. It is what it is. It's going to be a great series. I do think it's going to come down to the chess match of who is more efficient between Luka and Curry. That is going to be what puts the teams over at the end of the day. And again, I'm looking forward to Draymond's podcast on these games this next couple of weeks. It's going to be dope, man. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. Let me know your comments in below. Give me your predictions below. Let me know your opinions about any of these things that I've said. And without further ado, man, I'm going to catch y'all on the next one.